Hello everyone, how's it going? We're back for the round 20 review. So as you can see, big score this week, 2,594. But the thing is, everyone just did really well this week. So we still dropped down 1,696 spots. So it hasn't been the end to the season that we wanted, which is wild. I was looking at this team of the week just before. It's crazy to see the score. 3,026. Just wild. Just to think that you can score this in 1 week, you know? And yeah, just look at some of these scores. Oh my goodness. You know, how many do you have above 150 here? One, two, three, four, five, oh, six. Six 150s or above, which is actually pretty crazy. And then you got a few in the 140s as well. You got another one, two, three in the 140s. So yeah, wild. Just a wild week. Wild scoring week. As we go to our team this week, it's late as well. It's like a late show type thing. It's a late night upload. I think it's like 9:20 p.m., which is yeah, nearly pretty much at the time that I have to go to sleep at. So we'll make this one relatively quick as we keep going through. So again, we had people that popped off in our own right. So Max Holmes 130, it's good. Clark 71, it's bad, especially in a week like this. Rosie 94 is okay, not that good. Sinclair 132 is really good. Sorko 65 is terrible. Whitfield 110 is good. McCarthy 96, who couldn't even come on field, is good. And then we had, oh, what is this? What is all this? Thanks for visiting our website. We're looking to improve. I'll do this one later, maybe. So Bont, yeah, 169. So it was obviously good. We had the vice captaincy on him and everything. Second highest score on the team behind Dacos. But yeah, no, obviously you take a 169 every day in the week. So yeah, happy with him. Dacos, as I said, was good. Butters 124, good. Dawson 109, good. Brayshaw 112, good. Hewitt 109, good. Neil 119, good. Sheasel 99, all right. In Boxall 54 is okay. Gorn 146, good. Marshall 94. Yeah, again, I didn't even see, pretty much any of this game, this Melbourne St Kilda game, until like the last minute, which actually, it was actually good because I was kind of keeping track of the scores throughout, and I saw Melbourne was just dominating. And then I saw a little bit in the last quarter that, oh, St Kilda was making a bit of a comeback, but I still didn't really watch. And then I saw like with a minute to go, or I think it said something like, like 28 minutes through the fourth quarter or whatever. And St Kilda was a goal down. And I was like, well, how are they goal down? They were like 40 points down just before. And so I turned it on. And so pretty much the first part I saw was like when Nazaya took that like massive specky at the end and he was lining up for goal and everything. And so I saw that. And then I saw that last play where, out of the center bounce and everything, where everything happened. And so, I mean, Rowan kicked that ball to Nazaya. So I'm sure he got a decent amount of points for that. That's a clearance and a goal assist. And, an effective kick and everything as well. And a free kick. So, I mean, you're probably getting quite a few points from there. So that would have been good to help him. But I mean, he must have been on like 70 before that, probably, maybe 80. So he probably wasn't having the best game. Probably, yeah, Gorney was toweling him up. But anyway. Myers 99. So look, 99 is not the worst. And we just traded this bloke in this week. But again, when you compare him to guys who we could have traded in, Jeremy Cameron, 160, whatever it was. Darcy, 150, Sam Darcy. So, could have been better people. Riley Thilthorpe, I think, went crazy as well. What did he go? Phil Thorpe. I think he went wild against Port. He went Yeah, 160 as well. He's had a big few weeks. Again, a bit of a yo-yo, this guy, the last few weeks, but yeah, he's been going crazy some weeks. And I mean, Jeremy Cameron, could he kick 100 goals? I mean, we were going through last week, weren't we? We were going through last week how he could potentially get there, I think. I think that's what I went through in this video. I can't exactly remember. But I mean, we were concluding he was definitely going to be the Coleman medalist, which he obviously will be. He's like 20 goals ahead of the guy who's in second. I think it's George Chiardi's. But yeah, I mean, he could definitely, especially if Geelong, go deep into finals. I mean, you'd think it's unlikely he'd do it in the home and away season. He's got four more games to kick like 32 goals or something like that. So you'd think it's unlikely he does it in the home and away season. But if they play finals, if they play, say, three finals plus four home and away games, so 7 games and 32 goals, that's, I mean, you're still needing over four a game at that point, which is a lot. But I mean, all you need is, say, maybe two more big bags of like 7 or 8 goals. And then say if you do that, so you get 15 goals in 2 games, and then you're down to like 17 goals from 5 games or something like that. And then that's just over 3 games. Very doable. So yeah, anyway, we'll see. Up to him if he wants to go for it. Smith 156 is obviously very good. Good to see him and Max Holmes again hitting their straps for Geelong. Again, against North Melbourne, who is, a VFL team, pretty much. But anyway, McRae 101 is okay. Rankin 59 is poor. Very poor, especially in a big dub like they had. Ooh. See, I'm yawning and everything. I told you. It's pretty much my bedtime at this point. And yeah, anyway, I would have expected him to get onto it the end of a few more goals, but what can you do? Daniel 66 is not good either. But again, what can you do when your team gets smashed by 100 points? But I mean, there should have been a lot of ball down there in the back line, so he should have done better. And Chera 84. What can you do? Cooper Harvey, hopefully he comes back this week. Again, we only played with 22 on field this week. It's really annoying I can't get McCarthy on. I can't sub him on or loop him on or anything really. So, I mean, like realistically, I probably am not going to bench these guys over McCarthy because any one of these guys on field could any day go for a 130 pretty easily. So yeah. Anyway, we've got 4 trades left in this 4 rounds. I feel like we should do a luxury upgrade of some type. Or not a luxury upgrade, just like a swap. A luxury trade, I guess. Just a luxury trade, not a luxury upgrade of some type. Gorney, what's his break even? 75. He's got West Coast as well this week. I wasn't going to trade him. I just wanted to see. Maybe it's like a Caleb Daniel, but who can we get for him? That's the real question. If we go players I can afford, who's the best we can do? Rebound average. Oh, look, we can do Sean Darcy. Sam Darcy, rather, not Sean Darcy. Although his form hasn't been the best. He's just been tallying up some bad teams. Richmond, Essendon. He's got West Coast, Melbourne. Ah, look. Hmm. Ooh. Yeah, it's late. What can I say? Freo, you went 141 on earlier in the year. Yeah, I'm sure he probably would be good. Let me see. Maybe if I do, because I don't just want to have trades in the bank. There hasn't been that many injuries this year, so towards the back end. I mean, there's still 4 more weeks, so I guess we'll see. But yeah, maybe it's just Sheasel rather than Caleb. Maybe for a Sheasel we go. I don't know, what's Callum Mills' position? Millsy. Oh, is he a backman only? He must be. He's a defender only. Okay, wow. If we went Millsy and then the forward line, but the thing is, then he's on the bench, and there's no point doing that. No, there is not. Okay, well, let me try to do this again. So there's no point having McCarthy really on the bench, like as injury cover. Yeah, but we got trades in the bank, so we kind of may as well just trade and go up to an Uber. Maybe just put it on. I don't know. Put it on whose head? Maybe we put it on Caleb's head. Caleb Smith, this is. And then, hmm. But again, those are still only bench spots. The problem is none of these forward guys can go back at all. Hmm. None of these guys have, these rookies have DPP either. They've just been clogging up spots the whole year, which has been so annoying. All these rookies on the bench. Nothing really I can do there. Okay, so I want to do something. I do. I've got to make some moves. I've got trades in the bank. You got to use them. You got to. Maybe it's just a Caleb and a Cooper, and we go. Well, Cooper's probably going to come back this week, so probably not. Maybe it's a Butler, and we go. Maybe it's the thrill seeker, whatever they call him. A Thill Thought, but who's he got matchups wise? Hawthorn this week isn't the easiest, but then West Coast North, those could be good. Heading into finals. North he went 110 on. West Coast he went 126 on. Collingwood though in between is tough. He went 103 on them though earlier in the year. He only went 61 against Hawthorn. I don't know. I really don't. Could I go at a Luke Jackson? No, I can't. Also, Darcy's in the team anyway, so you probably wouldn't want to.
Hmm.
I don't know. I really don't know, but I feel like I've got to do something. Four trades left. You can't just keep these. Maybe the smarter strategy was to just use trades early in the season. But the thing is, it's so luck dependent because it's based on year. Like last year, I had so many more injuries in the last few rounds, and my trades just got used up with all of them. And I didn't have any left for the last like 3, 4 weeks. Compared to this year, I deliberately saved, and now we're just not really having any injuries or many injuries, at least for the last 2 weeks, pretty much. So, yeah, I guess it's just luck of the draw, really. Maybe I should have known. We had a lot of injuries last year. We probably weren't going to have as many this year. What can you do sometimes? So, what's trade assist recommending me? Caleb Daniel for Lee McMahon. Why Lee McMahon? He's 99k. It's 42 in both matches. I'm probably going to pass on that one. Well, yeah, if we do trade assist for 2 trades, and we could go McCarthy to Farrell, why would we just bank 592k? What is the point of that? Trade assist is capping. Based on projected scorers, we would do Bont to Rowell and Dawson to Anderson. Why would we do that? Why would we trade out Marcus Bontempelli? That is wild. They're wilding over there. Okay, anyway, captaincy. So Holmes against Port, probably not. Oh, because actually MHBA isn't too bad. Clarkey against Carlton, probably pass there, I would say. Oh, yeah, probably pass with the form he's in. Not that good. Rosie against Geelong, pass. Sinclair against North. You could do. Consider that. Zorko against. Zorko against. Collingwood, probably not. Whitfield against Bulldogs, probably not. McCarthy, could you captain him against Melbourne? Probably not. Bont against GWS. Do you think he'd cop a tag of some sort? Dacos against Brisbane. Well, isn't this when he went like 180 early in the year against Brisbane? 170. Yeah, when a lot of people brought him in. So you could do. Although you'd think they'd have some attention for him after that performance early in the year. But who knows? Butters against Geelong, potentially. You'd think he'd cop an Oisin Melon tag or something. Yeah, I think he did early in the year. It's just when he got his 53. Dawson against Hawthorn, probably not. Brayshaw against who's he got? Carlton, probably not. Hewitt against Carlton, against Fremantle, probably not. Neil against Collingwood, probably not. Sheasel against St Kilda, probably not. Gorn against West Coast, liking that one. Marshall against North, liking that one. Against a Teakle or something in the ruck. Myers against Port, probably not. Smith against Port, could do. Could do. McRae against who you got North is a good matchup. Wouldn't trust him with the captaincy though. Nor would I trust Rankin against the captaincy who's got Hawthorn. Daniels got St Kilda. No. Cooper Harvey's not going anywhere near the captaincy, but he does have St Kilda. Although they just came off a good win. So maybe they'll have momentum. Or maybe they'll be like on their high horse and they won't come to play. Who knows? And Chera against Fremantle. Probably not. Playing against his old team. Probably not though. They're not in that good form, Colton, you would say. And not any of these other guys on the bench. I'm not going to captain them. So yeah, I think it's gone into Marshall, it looks like this week. Pretty easy one there, just the rucks. Just yeah, two really good matchups. And loop wise, we can loop pretty much anyone. I think I will do some trade this week, but probably just one. Probably just one. But I think I'll do something. We'll see how things go though. I might not. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. Okay, anyway, that's pretty much that. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.